David, Michael Holden, have you done any work or have got any statistics on players, elite players, who are naturally right or left-handed, but when they place two hands on the club, flip round the other way? Because Fowler's left-handed, but plays golf right-handed, and there's a whole raft of players, more than the percentage of the average population.
Right, who are naturally right-handed and play left, or play left, or left-handed and play right. Yeah, I don't have any statistics on it, but it is very interesting, and it's always a hard one to tell. I mean, I've got two of my kids who play pretty good players, and they're left-handed, because my mother was left-handed, and our daughter, who's totally left-handed, and our son, he actually has got almost he's got as good a swing right-handed as he does left-handed. So it's one of those touchy areas, that some of it goes with, hey, whether they're left brain or right brain. I've always just felt that if you can get a player to sort of, make a swing sort of, this angle, or then make a swing sort of, this way, you can soon tell where they seem to have a little bit of coordination. And that's sort of a very simple test. I suppose one of your great players, who I actually worked with a little bit, David Graham, he was left-handed when he turned pro. He was a lefty and then turned to right, which is amazing. And so that is one of those questionable areas that you sort of have to tread softly there, because obviously you want to make sure that somebody uses their naturalness, but on the other hand, obviously you look at a Phil Mickelson, there's no left-handedness in him at all. It's incredible. And obviously the old theory, if you are naturally right-handed, and Nick Price, he's actually naturally, he plays cricket, bats left-handed, he did. So Hogan was lefty, and Johnny Miller's lefty. He's got some and so it's one of those things. And some people are, they right-handed, kick left-footed, they bat left. It's like it's quite complex.
Actually, when you look at the statistics, and I don't know how much you like cricket, I believe it's about 5% of the population flip around that other way when they do actions, as opposed from one hand to two.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at some cricket squads, there might be 40 people in the cricket squad. Somebody like the Sri Lankan cricket squad, half of them throw right-handed or left-handed and bat the other way around.
Really?
So
yeah,
it's
interesting.
Real advantage.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like in Canada, for instance, right, 25% of the population is left-handed, and a lot of it's through the hockey, and so, like Mike Weir, for instance. He has some righty in him, but he plays obviously lefty, being a former hockey player. So that's an interesting question. It's sort of an open-ended one. You could sort of go on for hours and say, well, what's the best thing,
Thanks.